welcome to a new episode of Burning Questions, the program where we answer your questions with this week's question.
Hi, I'm Katie, and I would like to know in what way the world will benefit from less meat-eating people.
To get to a good conclusion, there are many perspectives to look at when digging into this topic. Today we will only focus on the two biggest perspectives in favor of vegetarianism to answer Katie's question: environmental and economical. First, environmental. In what ways will the environment benefit from less meat-eating people, or better said, vegetarians? Today I will go to the University of Washington to speak with Professor Smith, who is specialized at the beneficial influence of less meat-eating people. Hello, Professor Smith. Today we are visiting this university to get an answer for the question: in what way will the world benefit from less meat-eating people? Can you answer this question for us?
Surely I can. First, I will explain what the greenhouse effect is, so that you can get a better view on how it works. Then I'll be able to explain how the world can benefit from less meat-eating people.
Okay.
The Earth can be compared to a greenhouse. A greenhouse is a house made entirely of glass. The greenhouse stays warm inside, also during the winter. Sunlight stays in the greenhouse and it warms the plants and the air inside. But it can't come out because the glass keeps it in. So during the daylight hours it gets warmer, and during the night it stays warm.
So it just looks like the Earth, because the heat gets trapped by the ozone layer, right? And in the greenhouse the heat gets trapped by the glass.
That's right, the heat indeed gets trapped by the ozone layer. The gases in the atmosphere, such as carbon dioxide, stay on the Earth. During the day, the sun shines through the atmosphere. The Earth's surface warms up because the sunlight shines on it. At night, the Earth's surface cools down and most of the heat goes back into space. But also a very large part stays on the Earth, so the Earth gets warmer, just like in the greenhouse.
What does this worldwide warming cost for the Earth?
Well, the greenhouse effect, or global warming, is bad for a lot of things. Because the Earth will heat up, it will cause natural disasters and a lot of animals will have disadvantages. For example, the polar bear on the North Pole. The ice melts, so the polar bear has less place to hunt. Eventually, it will starve from hunger or drown in the water. Most of the people are not aware that animals like cattle and sheep produce a lot of methane, which is in fact a greenhouse gas. It's very much worse than carbon dioxide. And farm animals probably produce around 20% of the 400 million tons of this gas that is produced every year in the world. Global warming is nowadays one of the greatest dangers to the future of our species. If people are going to eat less meat, there is a reduction in the numbers of farm animals which we eat, so there's a reduction of global warming because the gases are much less in number.
So, less meat-eating people means less animals that can cause harmful diseases or harmful gases, which cause the greenhouse effect.
Exactly.
Well, Mrs. Smith, thank you for your explanation and your time.
My pleasure. Hey Jonathan, I became a vegetarian.
A vegetarian? What's a vegetarian?
Someone who doesn't eat meat.
But then you can't eat a hamburger anymore.
Ah shit man, that's right. But the environment will benefit from it, and the economical side of this world as well. Think of how much money I could save.
Well, yeah, you're right. I never thought about it that way. Maybe I should become a vegetarian too.
Yeah, sure you need to become a vegetarian. Come, let's go eat a vegetarian hamburger.
Zaid, Mimati.
Hello, Mrs. Jackson. We are now at the Rockies Institution in Washington. And is it right that you can tell me everything about the economical benefits of less meat-eating people?
Yes, that's right. Here, we are doing research on the economic side of vegetarianism. So I think we'll be able to answer that question. First of all, let's look at some numbers. For example, by only eating vegetables, grains and fruits, you would save $4,000 a year.
Wow.
That's quite a lot of money if you keep in mind that in the United States, meat accounts for 10% of Americans' food spending.
Well, that's quite a significant amount of money.
Yeah, it is. Many people think it is expensive to cook vegetarian dishes, but what they don't take into account is that meat is expensive too. According to an article which was made in 2009 in the Agricultural and Research Economics Review, vegetarian dishes are the most economical way to acquire food, energy and protein.
It is?
Yes, for example, a 155-gram steak has the same amount of proteins as 6.5 slices of whole wheat bread. But in the steak is 5 times more expensive than a loaf of bread. It also takes 10 kilograms of plant protein to produce 1 kilogram of animal protein. If a field can produce 10 tons of soya beans, why would we feed it to the cattle? If we give it to those animals, we will effectively lose 90% of the protein and energy value of the original crop, which means that we use 10 times more land than is actually necessary. This is very expensive in comparison to the fact that we could also eat those 10 kilograms of soya beans without losing any protein and energy.
Well, I've never thought about it that way, but it seems logical.
Another economic benefit of the vegetarian diet is that people can grow their own fresh products. Kale, sprouts, tomatoes, herbs or lettuce. These are all products you can grow yourself. That way, you will save a lot of money. The products are grown even more fair, without other chemicals, and it tastes way better than food from the local supermarket.
And that's fun to do, growing your own crops. Maybe you can find another interesting hobby in it. Well, thank you, Mrs. Jackson, for your time and your information.
I'm glad that I could contribute.
But what do you guys think? We entered the streets of Washington and asked several people their opinion about vegetarianism. Well, I think that people who are vegetarians are doing a really good job, and the world will indeed benefit from less meat-eating people. But I do not think that we can convince the whole world of becoming a vegetarian, because some people just love meat too much.
I think the world can benefit from less meat-eating people in many ways, and I think it's very good if you are a vegetarian. But I do not think that everyone can become a vegetarian, because I, for example, love meat too much.
I've considered becoming a vegetarian myself in the past, but I do not think I'm capable of banning meat. I think that if everyone would become a vegetarian, it could make a huge change. But not every single human being can be persuaded to change their lifestyle in order to change the world.
This was Burning Questions for this week. Thank you for watching, and Katie, we hope your question is now answered. And don't forget, if you have got a burning question, mail us.
Benefits from less meeting. To get now.
So, less meat-eating people means... Ik weet niet meer.
First of all, let's look at protein. Nee, kut. Maar dat kan je uitknippen. Maar weet je wat, waarom staat er een heel lang verhaal achter? Moet dat er ook bij? Hoort dat erbij, jongens?
Ja, dat ik erbij.
Ga maar gewoon door, je kan het er wel uitknippen.
Ja, oké.
Dan maken we dat een blooper. En dan zeg ik dit op de blooper. En dan zeg ik dit ook op de blooper. En verder.
Wat, filmt hij nog?
Ja.
Oh,
Dus ga maar gewoon verder.
Het wordt nog steeds...
Oké,
Oké, ga maar door.
If a field can produce
Loes, what the fuck man?
kilograms of plant protein to produce 1 kilogram of...
Je kan het, Majorie.
Hey Jonathan, I became... Hey Jonathan, I became...
Ja, doe maar.